the simplest of understandings, what exactly is a bridge loan, and who's it really more or less designed for?
So a bridge loan is, in short, it's a temporary loan. Like, think about, it gets you from here to there, but this is not your long-term instrument. So it's designed for people that have a lot of equity in it.
Hey, everybody here. How are you doing? Welcome to another episode of the Renown Podcast, where we give you all the information that you are looking for regarding the mortgage market, the housing market. As always, I'm here with our founder, Justice Roberts. Hey, Justice, how are you?
Sean, I'm doing great. Glad to be here today.
Yes. Well, it's drying out here in Washington. I don't know if you guys have heard. You got flooding? Did you get a little flooding down?
We had a little bit of flooding. It was mild in comparison to some other areas that I'm seeing, but we had a lot of water. I think it was like 16, 17 inches worth of rain in a couple of days. Record amounts.
We saw there was a pumpkin patch, which, I mean, some people experienced some real difficulties. So we don't want to make light of it, but there was some. I saw a pumpkin patch. It was all flooded, and you could see pumpkins just floating to the top. I mean, it was just the wildest thing. So, yeah, a lot of rain. Hope everyone's getting the help they need. But a lot of rain here in the Northwest, kind of wild. So, just a lot going on in the mortgage market. And we were talking this week a little bit about what you wanted to just kind of get out to the people, what is important to know right now. So I got 3 questions for you. And these are solid questions. So I just want you to get ready. Strap on there, JR. This is going to be a good day here. So, question number 1, here we go. So a lot of move up buyers, they've got plenty of equity, but they still feel stuck. So what's actually keeping those ready buyers kind of in that frozen position right now?
I would say that most of the people that I talk with, when it comes to them feeling stuck, has to do with a couple of things. I would say predominantly the current interest rate that they have on their current mortgage and their attachment to that, whether that is whether it's incredibly important or not. It feels like it's really important because they have their 2%, their 3% interest rate. So letting go of that, I think, is an emotional challenge. At the same time, I think it is a little bit unique for home sellers in this market, because looking to buy a new home, which they would really love to do, also presents a unique challenge if they're looking to sell their current property and roll their equity from their current property that are next. So I'd say that's the biggest thing that people are feeling stuck is like, hey, I have to sell my property and I have a really low interest rate. So I think that even if my family size has grown, my income has grown, I feel like I'm just going to punt it down the road and hopefully, things are better in the future.
Right. No. Okay. So that would bring me to another question then. So the topic of bridge loans. So, and just put it in simple terms. So in the simplest of understandings, what exactly is a bridge loan, and who's it really more or less designed for?
So a bridge loan is, in short, it's a temporary loan. Like, think about, it gets you from here to there, but this is not your long-term instrument. So it's designed for people that have a lot of equity in their home, that are looking to kind of leverage that equity and get them into their next home. But, there's a unique challenge. They would have to typically sell their property contingent upon the sale, which practically can be a little bit of a challenge. And either from, hey, I don't want to have a bunch of home buyers trudging through my home that either they're not serious or it's holidays, and I want to be settled and I want things to be set in place, but I want to be able to be in there in my new place before I need to sell my house. And this bridge loan is a great solution for that. What's kind of unique is that bridge loans, we offer like 6 different bridge loans here at Renown Mortgage. And so it's kind of interesting because there's not a one size fits all, because you may have enough equity. There may be certain advantages based off of what terms you might get. And it may be also based off of your ideal outcome when everything comes together. A very unique bridge loan that we closed. We did what's called a cross-collateralized loan. So we financed 2 people. We had a family. They were each selling their individual house and then buying one bigger house together. And so we did one bridge loan connected all three of those properties temporarily, and then they sold their property. We're in the process right now of actually refinancing them out of that bridge loan into their permanent financing.
So when you're doing this, you're actually not just building the plan for the moment, but you're also building the long-term strategy as well.
I'd say that it's necessary, and I think understanding the ins and outs of how the bridge loans work and understand how temporary it is, and understanding that with that, like there comes a level of risk, but fully understanding what that looks like, which I would say that one of the biggest lessons that people who are wanting to pursue the idea of a bridge loan really need to correctly, have a great game plan as it relates to getting their property sold, so that they can get out of that bridge loan and put themselves into that permanent financing solution.
Okay. For someone who's even considering this, what would be the best first step for them to take before they even start? Before we start talking rate, before we start talking house, what's the first step?
First step is getting qualified. First step is, determining the amount of equity that we have in your home, and do the numbers actually pencil, and can we actually see the end result ending up where it is that we want to? And we just start from, we start from success. We start from you being in your home, and we play it backwards, and we just determine to make sure that we can get there and help you to understand what the details, the terms, the ramifications are, and how things need to go in order for success to happen.
Love it. Love it. Planning now and planning ahead so that you're ready to make sure that this plan is one that works out, not just for the moment, but in the long term. That is one of the things that I absolutely love about our team and what we're doing here, is making sure that families aren't just getting an instantaneous moment of satisfaction, but they actually have something that is securing financial safety for their family in the future too. So absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much for that. So, hey, we are heading into the holidays here, people. So we, though, are not going to back down. We will be right back next week with another episode of the Renown Podcast. So be ready for it. Like, share, subscribe, all the good things, because we are here to make your real estate and mortgage journey an absolute success. So for right now, I am Sean Walker.
And I'm Justice Roberts.
We will see you next week.